Hello! Today I'm going to talk about a piece of merchandise that I own in my Michael Jackson collection. And I just have so much in my collection that there's a lot of videos that I could make about it. I wanted to start making videos on like little groups of stuff in my MJ collection or specific things. I'm gonna start by talking about this big boy right here. This may be one of my favourite things in my collection. Maybe, because let's be real, everything in my collection is my favourite. My collection lives behind the camera, that's why I'm looking over there. So yeah, I'm going to be doing like a little shelf tour of my collection maybe, or I might just include it in my room tour, but I'm thinking I'm going to do separate. I have wanted to make a video on this for a long time. So I'm going to call it a review, but it's not really going to be much of a review. I am going to show everything that's inside this. I'm going to say at the end of the video what I like about this and what I don't like about it. This came out in, I'm pretty sure it was September of 2012, so this is 4 years old. This came out to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Michael Jackson's BAD album. I never remember the full name. The Deluxe Collector's Edition Collector's Case. Something like that, I don't know. I'm not going to say it's rare because it's still relatively new. It's only 4 years old. But I bought mine off the official Michael Jackson website when it had just released. Now they are pretty hard to come by. They're not sold on the Michael Jackson site anymore. They don't crop up a lot on... Ow! They don't crop up a lot on eBay, and when they do they're like too much. Don't buy them. No. This is my most expensive item in my collection. This new was £130, but let me tell you, I think personally it is worth it for everything that's in here. They are going for so much more now on eBay, so I wouldn't pay more than that for what I paid for it new, so I wouldn't. This was like the first ever thing to do with Michael Jackson that I so desperately wanted. I drove my mum and dad insane wanting this so bad because I was only 16 when this was released. I didn't have a job, I didn't really have any money coming in for myself because I was still at school. But I had money saved up and I did have enough to buy this, so I think they just like, look, just get it, because they just wanted me to shut up. And I was the happiest person in the world when I bought this because it is so beautiful. The case, it has the BAD25 logo on it, it has zips, it has his name right there, and then on here it has zips and buckles on that side, and that side to keep with the theme of the BAD music video, like his outfit, like his leather jacket with his zips and his buckles. I think this is like designed so nicely. So inside, some things are amazingly good inside and some I think are a little bit gimmicky, but I'll come to them when I get to them. When you open it, this is what the inside looks like. So I'm going to start with this. Now this is the 25th anniversary deluxe edition of the CD, and it comes in a little box like this, and it comes with a little thing right there. And you can buy this separately, you can buy this without buying the full case. There are a lot of these on eBay and they're going for anything between £10 and £30. And I would really recommend this. If you want anything to do with the BAD25 launch, get this, it is amazing. So this includes 3 CDs and a DVD. It also includes 2 booklets and a poster and a sticker. So I'm going to show you everything that's in here. So it's just in like a little magnetic box. Everything that was released for BAD25 is so well designed. So, and it just looks like, it looks expensive. So when you open it, it just looks like this. And on top we have the first booklet. I will include little clips down at one of the corners of like a flip through of these booklets. But even these booklets are like so high quality. And the pictures are beautiful. So this one just has like little credits on each song on the BAD album and some like pictures from the making of the videos. And then underneath that we have the first 2 CDs, I think. So they just come in these little like mini gatefold things, sleeves. I love how like on the original BAD album everything was like black, and on BAD25 it's silver, so I don't know, it just looks super classy to me. It's just the BAD album of the original songs. And then this one is the bonus disc with the bonus material on. So this includes the unreleased demos from what could have been on the BAD album but didn't make the cut. So this includes Don't Be Messing Around, I'm So Blue, Song Groove, Free, Price of Fame, Al Capone. And it also includes Streetwalker, Flyway and Todo Mi Amor Eres Tu, the Spanish version and the French version of I Just Can't Stop Loving You, and 3 remixes. The remixes, I'm gonna be honest, I don't like the remixes. I just don't. The unreleased songs and the demos are amazing. Like, my favourites have to be I'm So Blue, Price of Fame, Al Capone. You can definitely hear where Smooth Criminal came from when you listen to Al Capone. It's like, it's awesome. Alright, so the next thing that's in this little here is another booklet, and this is more to do with the BAD tour. So this includes the dates and the venues and live photos. I would have done anything to see a show of the BAD tour. Like, it was like record breaking, groundbreaking, he looked great and everything. So in this one we have the tour stuff. So we have the DVD of the 1988 Wembley Arena show in London, and there is also a live CD to go with it. And I'm gonna be honest, I friggin' love live stuff of MJ. Like, he made different mixes to go on stage of his songs, and some of them are so insane. Like, my favourite, it's not on here, but my favourite live version of a song he did was the Grammys, The Way You Make Me Feel. Like, yes! This is the DVD. And this is the live CD. I really love like how each disc is different coloured as well. I think they just thought of everything. Amazing, I love it. So the last couple of things in this little box set is this poster. It's double-sided. And then we have this little sticker right here. Again, I think this, we could have done it without the little sticker, but it's a nice touch. So the next thing that is in this case is I've kept everything in its little packaging and like, I love it so much, is this little box here. And it has a Michael Jackson official sticker right there. And in here I will post a little clip in the corner because you won't be able to see them properly. But this I think was a really good idea. These are BAD25 headphones, earphones, whatever. And yeah, you won't be able to see it, but on here it has the BAD25 logo and the BAD logo on there. And these actually, I've never used these, but I've heard people raving about them, that the sound is really good. I don't think I'm going to use them because I like to keep them here, but I think that was a really nice touch. Now this thing is probably the most gimmicky and cheap thing in there. It is a replica of the World Tour VIP All Access Backstage Pass. And let's be real, it's just a laminated piece of paper on a lanyard. I mean, if I wanted one of these, you can still buy the official real ones from the tour that are on eBay. I mean, it's a nice touch, but I think it could have done without, you know? I just don't understand. I like it anyway, but I just think it was a little unnecessary. The last thing on the bottom of the case is this t-shirt. Now it is big, so I'm going to have to move back. It is this t-shirt. I apologise if you don't see it all, but this t-shirt you can only exclusively get if you have this case. I mean, some people who have the case are now selling all this stuff separately, but you could originally only get this t-shirt with the case. And I'm pretty sure this was designed by Michael's artist Nate Giorgio or something like that. I could be definitely wrong, but yeah, I've never worn this because I like to keep it with the case. In the top, I'm going to go through what's in here. We have a limited edition replica original 7-inch single, including rare spoken intro and original B-side of Baby Be Mine, I Just Can't Stop Loving You single from the BAD album. That was a massive mouthful. Alright, so these are individually numbered. Again, these are being sold separately on eBay. There are a lot of them on eBay and they're going cheaply, like £8. Mine is still sealed in a shrink wrap because I have like 3 of the original releases of this, so I didn't really see any point of me unwrapping this. Mine is number 7313. I don't know if you can see that. To my knowledge, there's never been a 45 single of MJ's that has been like reissued and remastered and pressed on vinyl. His CDs and his LPs get reissued and remastered and re-released all the time, but to my knowledge, like I said, there's never been a single that has been done that, so I think that was a really good idea, especially to make it like limited edition and individually numbered. I think that was a good touch. And next is another little nice touch. This is a replica of the Wembley ticket for the 1988 tour. Mine says Styles C does Thursday, July 16th, 1988. But I have another one of these that was sent to me free after purchasing this, and the date is the 18th, I think. So yeah, I got that completely wrong. This one is the one that came in the case, and this one is the one that got sent to me free. And they're all different. This one that came in the case says Thursday, July 16th, 1988. And this one says Saturday, July 16th, 1988. And that doesn't add up. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. They are cool. And the tickets were only £17.50 to see Michael Jackson at Wembley. What the hell? I seriously was born at the wrong time. That's so annoying. Alright, so the last thing in this case is a replica of the Michael Jackson Bad Tour program, and this is so beautiful. I mean, like, of course you can still buy the official ones from the actual tour without it being a replica, but I still love this because it looks as if I've just attended the Bad Tour. Like, come on, we can wish. But this is like the coolest little program I've ever seen. Like, it's just so good. I will put in at the end a flip through of this whole thing because it is just so cool. But I will show you some of my favourite pages. But come on, as soon as you open it, look at that. Look at that face. Anyway, right. So like it has like all different flaps and stuff. This is going to be so awkward to show, but it opens up like 3 or 4 ways on some pages, and it's just so cool. It's like a flap book that you used to get as a kid, and like all the photos are such good high quality. Amazing. Let me try find some. Yeah, look at those, look at them. It's just, I love it so much. Right, but I will, yeah, I'm not going to show any more pages. I'm just going to put in a flip through at the end of this video. So that is everything in this case. I know a lot of people won't think it's enough for the amount of money it costs, but everything has just been made so well and it all looks so pretty and classy. I really think it was worth what I paid for it, and especially some of the stuff in here are collector's items and are only available in this case. This is my little review. It's going to be short because all in all, this is one of my favourite things in my collection. I love everything inside. I just think some of the things are a little bit gimmicky, like the backstage pass and stuff. I think the box that the earphones came in could have been like this, maybe, like the magnetic, apart from it being a cardboard box. But all, yeah, that's just a little thing, I'm just being pernickety. But I think it all looks so good and it's so nice and well made. This thing is 4 years old now. I've had this for 4 years and I have admired things in this box. Many times I have used all the CDs and the DVDs that came in this, and everything still looks pristine. Everything still looks brand new. I'm just so happy to own it, and that is all my review is going to be, because I literally don't have anything negative to say about it. That is my first video on like my little journey into making more Michael Jackson collecting videos, because that is my biggest passion, and I really want to like make tips and give you advice if you really want to buy stuff to do with MJ. I am planning on making a video on Michael Jackson collecting for beginners, because I think that's really important. I got this case when I first started to get really serious about my Michael Jackson collecting, and since then I have got quite a lot of rare and valuable stuff. But when I first started out, I didn't know where to start at all, because there is just so much MJ merchandise out there. You will never ever be able to own every single thing. Even if you tried, even if you were a millionaire, you would not be able to do it. So that's why I want to make a little video on where to start if you wanted to start. But anyway, I'm not going to ramble on about that now, because that's not what the video is about. So let me know if you enjoyed that, and if you want me to carry on making videos about this kind of stuff, like MJ stuff. Let me know down below if there's anything specific in my collection that you want me to talk about in general. I'm going to stop now because I really need a drink, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.